Over the past 24 hours, Republican after Republican have made some of the most humiliating and just strangest appearances on TV or at events. I want to share it with you now because this is just getting stranger and stranger by the day. Here is Kristi Noem from last night on an appearance that she gave on the Sean Hannity show on Fox, where she tries to justify killing her dog Cricket as a way for her to sell more books. Just listen to how ghoulish this is. Play this one first, and then I got to show you just what other MAGA Republicans were saying as well on other topics. Play it.
In your words, why it came to that decision. I mean, unfortunately, dogs that are violent sometimes have to be put down. But I guess people, because you shot the dog, is there a difference which way you put a dog down? I'm not really sure, but I don't think people understood it. I want to give you a chance to explain.
Well, Sean, you know how the fake news works. They leave out some or most of the facts of a story. They put the worst spin on it. And that's what's happened in this case. I hope people really do buy this book and they find out the truth of this story, because the truth of this story is that this was a working dog and it was not a puppy. It was a dog that was extremely dangerous. It had come to us from a family who had found her way too aggressive. We were her second chance, and she the day she was put down was a day that she massacred livestock that were part of our neighbors. She attacked me, and it was a hard decision. And the reason it's in the book is because this book is filled with tough, challenging decisions that I've had to make throughout my life. And
now here's MAGA Republican Troy Nehls just a little bit earlier in the day. And here's Troy Nehls saying that he believes that it's the Congress's duty to help Donald Trump get reelected, not help the American people. Play the clip.
Everything that we do in the House of Representatives should be in the best interest of getting Donald Trump reelected. This guy right here.
Now here's Donald Trump's chief legal counsel, Alina Habba, filming herself jumping into a ball pit. Play this clip. Here is MAGA Republican Senator J.D. Vance saying that he does not believe that former Vice President Pence should have felt that his life was at risk and that this is all part of some kind of fake news operation. Play this clip.
The last time I checked, President Biden wasn't approving of the chance to hang his vice president and did not call his vice president when their life was in danger on Capitol Hill, something that Mike Pence himself has testified to. So my question is, does it give you any pause to be his vice president, given how he has treated Mike Pence?
Caitlin, I'm extremely skeptical that Mike Pence's life was ever in danger. I think politics people like to really exaggerate things from time to time.
I know
a lot of folks in the Democratic Party,
Senator.
A lot of folks in the Democratic Party, Caitlin, act as if January the 6th was the scariest moment of their lives. I think
notice over and over again, they're just parroting Donald Trump talking points. It's the fake news. You heard what Kristi Noem said. Fake news. Yeah, former Vice President Pence shouldn't have felt the way he did when people were saying to hang him. By the way, here's Kristi Noem again, and here she says that this is just what people do in rural America. In rural America, people kill their dogs. They kill their puppies. They kill their goats. It just happens all the time. They just shoot them. Play this clip.
And that was the situation that we were dealing with. And I'm a dog lover. I've trained dogs for years. I've been around hundreds of them, of course. And so this was a tough situation and very difficult. But that's what happens in rural America many times. And
no, Kristi Noem, that's not a normal thing. That's not what takes place. Here is Donald Trump's main lawyer, Alina Habba, as well, on right-wing media, spreading this propaganda that she says Donald Trump is the strongest and most energetic person that she's ever met. Play this clip.
Yeah, I mean, you're on a trial and the thing that you do is go campaign. There's literally nobody tougher or more energetic than President Trump. I can tell you that. I'm pretty sure if it was me, I'd be resting. And
here is Lisa Rubin, though, a reporter for MSNBC. I think she does a great job. She's a lawyer as well. She's in the courtroom, and here's how she reported that how Donald Trump looks like in the trial itself, in the Manhattan criminal trial. Play this clip.
Really quickly, if I can, Lisa, your observations on Donald Trump today.
Sleeping. Again, you know, they have tried a number of different devices. Yeah, sleeping for a lot of it. I would say they've tried a number of different devices to keep Trump awake, partially in response, or what appears to be in response to collective press corps observations. So, for example, when there are sidebars, an attorney doesn't leave his side anymore because leaving him alone means leaving him to potentially sleep. He has a stack of papers with him at all times now to go through. But neither of those things seem to have protected Trump from his own exhaustion today. More than not, when I looked up to see how Trump was receiving the testimony, Trump was not receiving it at all because his eyes were closed.
Now, here is a video from a week or two ago of the MAGA boxer, Ryan Garcia, who went to Mar-a-Lago after winning a fight a few weeks back. And now we've learned that this MAGA boxer, Ryan Garcia, or at least it's being reported that he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. He denies the claim, but doesn't it seem like a ongoing theme here that MAGA Republicans are consistently trying to cheat? But he denies the claims, but this was him at Mar-a-Lago. Play this clip.
Donald Trump 2024.
Here's the news that broke from ESPN that Ryan Garcia tested positive from performance-enhancing drugs the day before and the day of his upset win over David Haney in their recent boxing match. Garcia has 10 days to request his B sample be tested. A sample also screened positive as well for other substances. Now, here was Ryan Garcia's responses. Now, doesn't this look like a very Trumpian post, like just even the way it looks? Here's what Garcia responded, the MAGA boxer. He goes, "If I took the steroids, then I'm for sure gay. I'm seen with Trump and now I'm positive for steroids. This is a straight attack. Crazy. The glove does not fit. I'm find out who paid who to create this lie. Now I'ma release everyone's shit. Time to expose the real stakes. I need more steroids. I'm addicted. That looks just kind of like how Donald Trump posts. Just take a look at just the way Trump posts, the way Ryan Garcia posts. By the way, then on some of the right-wing media, we saw the MAGA prophet, Julie Green. They have a MAGA prophet, and she speaks. This person who I'm about to show you, she speaks at like big MAGA Republican events. She spoke at Trump Doral at an event in the past year, and she goes to all these right-wing speeches. She's featured at these speeches and at these events, and she's like a major speaker in the MAGA movement. Here she is from yesterday. This is the MAGA prophet who gives these speeches. Play this clip.
My children, you are about to see biblical type plagues strike some of your enemies, even on their faces. Boils will be seen. See who was infected by them. See how they will try to explain it away. But know your enemies are very afraid, just as they were in Egypt. Watch as you have read in my word, and now you will see plagues in your time, to show you I am still the same God, and I still deliver my people from the enemy, saith the Lord.
Did you know that Fast Growing Trees is the biggest online nursery in the US with more than 10,000 different kinds of plants and over 2 million happy customers? They have everything you could possibly want, like fruit trees, palm trees, evergreens, houseplants, and so much more. Whatever you're interested in, they have it for you. Find the perfect fit for your climate and space. Fast Growing Trees makes it easy to order online, and your plants are shipped directly to your door in 1 to 2 days. And along with their 30-day Alive and Thrive guarantee, they offer free plant plant consultation forever. I absolutely love fast-growing trees. By now, you have all heard me talk about the Meyer lemon tree I was able to buy at an amazing price. Fast-growing trees has an incredible selection to choose from, and their customer service is incredible. And the best part, I save so much money by not using an overpriced landscaper. Whether you're looking to add some privacy, shade, or natural beauty to your yard, Fast Growing Trees has in-house experts ready to help you make the right selection with growing and care advice available 24/7. You can talk to a plant expert about your soil type, landscape design, how to take care of your plants, and everything else you need. No green thumb required. This spring, they have the best deals online, up to half off on select plants and other deals. And listeners to our show get an additional 15% off their first purchase when using the code Meidas at checkout. That's an additional 15% off at fastgrowingtrees.com using the code Meidas at checkout. That's MEIDAS. Fastgrowingtrees.com, code Meidas. Offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions may apply.
And then before Donald Trump gave a speech, here was one of the MAGA pastors, or however they claim to be, I put it in quotes, giving a prayer before Donald Trump speaks. Look how odd this is. Play this clip.
We ask that you put a hedge of protection around President Trump and deliver him from the baseless attacks and remove from office those who are subverting justice in our legal system. We thank you for hearing our prayers today. In Jesus' name, amen.
Then from that speech, or the same day, this next one's from Michigan. Donald Trump spoke in Wisconsin and Michigan. Here is the losing gubernatorial MAGA Republican gubernatorial candidate Tudor Dixon from Michigan. And here she makes these just despicable comments about the Democratic governor, very popular Gretchen Whitmer. Play this clip.
I don't know if you saw the latest video where she talks about nicknames. She has a bunch of different nicknames. She left one out. Did you notice that? You know the nickname I'm talking about? Stretchin' Gretchen? Just between us girls, when you're campaigning, you hear a lot of stuff you normally wouldn't hear. And one of our legislators told me that Lee Chatfield was actually pretty familiar with that name. I guess I can't accuse her of being nonpartisan or not bipartisan anymore, huh? She is bipartisan, apparently.
I did a whole other video of this, and I hope you watched it, but Governor Gretchen Whitmer is a survivor of sexual assault, and in 2013, Governor Whitmer gave a very compelling speech. Go look at the other video I made of this when she was in the state Senate, and Tudor Dixon knows that, and it's just so utterly despicable, that conduct. Here's Marjorie. This is all happening in 24 hours, by the way. All this stuff I'm showing you all happened in 24 hours. This is who that's why I'm showing you different looks of who the MAGA Republican Party is. I could show you more Trump videos, but you've seen that, so I'm not going to do that now. Here's from the same 24-hour period. I did a whole video series on that. Here's Marjorie Taylor Greene explaining why she voted against an anti-Semitism bill to stop anti-Semitism. Play this clip.
This particular bill, this was a Mike Lawler bill, and this bill had some language in there talking about the way they define anti-Semitism with the contemporary language. And a particular example that struck many of us that we're concerned about is that possibly a contemporary example of anti-Semitism, according to this bill, could be the very belief that we all believe in the gospel, if you're a Christian, is that Jesus was handed over to be killed, and that decision was made by the Jews. According to that definition, that could be considered anti-Semitism.
And then let me just show you this to close. This is just a very small portion of my interview with Democratic Congress member from the 3rd Congressional District, Tom Suozzi. Just look at like the normal conversation that he and I are having. And again, that's why I don't care it's like a political party thing. It's like we just have normal adult conversations kind of thing. And Democratic Congress member Tom Suozzi, he took over George Santos's seat in the 3rd Congressional District. Like what an upgrade, right? Play this clip.
In December, I talked to a member of the Republican Party who's now the chairman of a major committee. I won't say who it is. But I said, we can't just appease Vladimir Putin. We have to support Ukraine. If we don't support Ukraine and we appease the Russians, we'll be no better than Neville Chamberlain. And his response was, chairman of a major committee now, major player, his response was, who's Neville Chamberlain? So, I mean, just so your viewers know, Neville Chamberlain was the British prime minister who appeased Hitler when he first invaded Czechoslovakia and other places. And then it was one after another of countries that he invaded after that, which is exactly what Putin will do if we let him get away with this in Ukraine.
And so, folks, over and over again, one of the fundamental things we talk about here is normalcy. I just want normal adult leadership in our government. That's the bare minimum. And when I show you what the Republican Party has become, I show you these videos so you can see just how extreme, how outrageous their behavior is at the leadership level. And one of the things I respect about the Democratic Party is at the leadership level, you're dealing with pretty moderate, just normal, pro-democracy people who are trying to make deals and reach compromises. And that's just what I'm looking for. I don't know what you're looking for, but I know you have to make deals sometimes in government. I just want normalcy. That's all I want. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 3 million subscribers thanks to your support. Thank you.
Enough! Send him to the big house, not the White House. Get the new exclusive tees, mugs, and stickers right now at store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com.